Today I'm going to talk about wet weather gear on the Camino. I'll show you what I took and I hope you can learn something from it. Enjoy. This is the raincoat I chose to take with me on the Camino. It's a Craig Hopper's Aqua Dry, and it's sort of, while it does protect against the rain, it has a secondary function as like a windshield. When you put on your merino thermal undergarment as your base layer, then a sun shirt, and then this over the top of both, you lock in your heat. And some of the days of hiking in May in the Pyrenees and in the early stages of the Camino, it was under 5 degrees Celsius. So if you have that system of a thermal, like a 3-layer system with your clothing, you retain your body warmth, but also this is a practical solution for hiking. There was a situation where I got caught in an enormous lightning thunderstorm. The rain was pouring down, there was wind gusts, and several other pilgrims were with me, and they all had ponchos, and I had this. And when that was unfolding, the wind was blowing the ponchos everywhere, the rain was coming in horizontally, and they were getting saturated, whereas I was much drier in this. With the Osprey bag, as I've already described in another segment, it has a bag cover. So when I arrived at the albergue after that event unfolded, my bag was reasonably dry. A little bit of water got in the back, but it didn't make any difference to my equipment. But I'd prefer any day to have a proper quality raincoat. In my opinion, you also don't need rain pants unless you go at those really extreme times of year for rain. I went in May and June. They would have never been used, and they are reasonably expensive. A lot of people were buying them in St. John, and a lot of those items were left behind a few days later because they were so seldomly used and because they add weight to your pack. You want to keep that weight, you want to keep your pack weight down so you're in comfort when you walk on the Meseta. So here's that again, the Craig Hopper's raincoat. It's an important item, and it rolls down into quite a compact little unit. An awesome inclusion. What I'll also say is you get these. This is just a pretty basic cheap washing bag, but I found it excellent on the Camino. It's got a zip opening, and you put in your less frequently used items. So in here I've got the merino undergarment, the thermal, which is all rolled up. It's all rolled up. And this coat, as I was just describing, this coat joins the thermal. They go together in there. And when you roll that up a bit, that is a great base layer in your pack. It's a nice shape. They're not items that are used frequently. All your other items, like your casual wear, obviously your underwear and your trek wear, they're going to be on top of this, right? So you're always going to be using them. This is an item you need, but not frequently. that's helped you select your wet weather gear for your Camino. In the next part, I'm going to take a look at headwear, which is something I think is underestimated. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. Buen camino!